All right, we are back with our Who Got Next interview series, and we have a special guest. He goes by the name of Jahz. We're just gonna jump right into this, man. Say what's up, brother.
What's going on, man? Happy to be here.
Appreciate that, man. Hey, man. Hey,
Yes,
I'm glad
sir.
we could get you on the get you on here, man, on short notice.
Yes,
Short
sir,
notice,
bro.
man.
Yes, sir, man. It's an honor, bro.
Appreciate it, man. And I was like we were talking about offline. I want to tell the backstory how we got in contact because like as I normally do on my YouTube binge, I go. There's some days you on YouTube for hours. A random video popped up where I was seeing a lot of people, specifically Chloe Bailey, do her remix to "Your Mind Still" by Young Blue.
Yes, sir.
But it was funny to me how you were remixing her remix. I was like, yo, this is fire. Like, I'd never seen nobody remix a remix. Like,
Yeah, yeah, man. That was crazy, bro. I seen when she had posted it. I was like, oh, this is dope, And then I seen she reposted somebody on her story do it, and I was like, okay, let me sit into. I just kept hearing it play through my head like all day. So I got in the studio and I'm like, let me see what I could do a little bit, and then posted it, and everybody was giving me so much love from it.
mm.
Yes, sir.
That's definitely dope. That's dope. Like, I mean, so are you a Young Blue fan or
I actually do like
I
Young
love
Blue.
I love Young Blue.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he got dope sound.
yeah. So I thought I liked the song a lot with just Drake verse on there. But
Mhm.
when I heard Chloe, I was like, oh, okay, she put a little spin on it. But I do love Young Blue stuff. He got a song with Chris Brown that just came out I like.
Mhm.
He
Yep.
got a song with her that just came out on her album. I actually like that
I
one
heard
too.
that too. I
Yep.
heard
Yes,
Yep.
that
sir.
too.
Yeah.
He don't
So
miss.
yeah,
He
So
don't.
doing a good
far.
job.
So far,
It's
right?
shocking, right? I was like, yo,
Yeah.
who is this dude? But that's dope. So, the question I like to always ask when people come on is, what do you like to be called? Do you like to be called an artist, a musician, a singer-songwriter? Like, if you can name one thing that you like to be called, what would it be?
Uh, I would say an artist, because I don't like to be classified as just one thing. Because I feel like me being what makes an artist is they make something out of nothing with songs. Singer songwriters, they're good singers, then they're good songwriters. But artists, you can like elevate any feature, elevate any song. You know what I'm saying? Just make gold. So that's what I try to do
Mm.
with all my stuff. So, an artist, I guess, if we took looking for the one particular term.
Because I think it was the reason I always bring this up is because Post Malone. I know
Mm,
Post Malone. They were like, "Yo, don't call me a rapper. I'm not a rapper." Even though it seemed like he was making rap music, so he
mm-hmm,
was like, "Yeah, call me an." I believe it was an artist, right? Uchi said, "Call me
mm-hmm.
an artist."
He said,
So it's
"Call
like
me
one of
an
those things.
artist." Yep.
Do you get offended when somebody like maybe limits you to a certain thing,
I
certain
wouldn't say.
title?
Yeah, I wouldn't say I think about it that much. I do
Mhm,
understand though for Post Malone to be him not want to be called a rapper because of how multi-talented he is as an
mhm.
artist. Because yeah, I love his music too. He can sing. He does melodic rapping, honestly, in my
Yep.
opinion. But he's like a rock star who sings as well. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
he gets. So I can understand where he's coming from. Me, I mean, I haven't dabbled in the rap world yet, so I wouldn't say like, yeah, call me a rapper too. Like, nah.
Yeah,
But it
yeah.
don't really matter to me, honestly.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
dope.
man. Yeah, that's fire, man. Speaking of I guess artists doing multiple things, man. I was on your page and it looked like you play football, man. So you play
Yes,
for
sir.
Michigan State?
Yes, sir. Yep. We play
Like
wide
the
receiver.
actual university,
Yes,
Michigan
sir.
State.
Yeah, no, I was just saying I'm trying to get my first start this year. I've been playing a lot, just frequently throughout the years. My first year I redshirted, and then after that, just been getting on special teams and playing a little bit wide receiver. So trying to start this year, make it happen. Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. That's dope, man. Like I don't really I don't think I ever came across somebody who plays college football, college sports, and has a talent like you do singing wise. Like, where does that come from? Like, have you always been good at music, good at singing? Have you always been balling? Like, at what age did that start where you knew you had multi-talented skill set, I should say.
Well, glory to God that I've been able to do all of it so far. But I actually I've been playing football. That was my first sport. So I would say whenever I could start running around. But music,
You're
I've been
right.
doing music forever too, as well. My mom's a singer, my dad's a musician. My
Mm,
dad played in the band. Actually, his band was called Destiny, um, and before Destiny's Child, and they had
Mm,
to like file some paperwork, I guess, because they're he's from San Diego, so they're like a minor band. So when they did Destiny's Child, I guess they was trying to battle with that, but it was like, this is Destiny's Child, you guys are Destiny, so who cares? But you know, but yeah, I've been playing. My first instrument I learned to play was the drums, and I'm fluent in that. I play that all the
wow.
time. I play
oh,
the
that's dope.
piano a little bit, and I play the guitar. But I didn't start singing fully and like putting out music till my senior year of high school. I've always
Mm,
sang because I've grown up around so many singers. Because I grew up in church, so
mhm.
I grown up around the Shelby Fives, and the Shelby Five are my cousins, and they're like a gospel group out here, and they're starting to get a little buzz. They're signed by Rodney Jerkins, um,
Mm,
Mm,
and then so me being around them brought so many other singers around me because they know the Karen Clark Shears, all the big names in gospel. I don't know if you guys are familiar, but like the Mary
mhm,
Marys around the Walls group.
mhm,
I actually got to play
mhm.
drums for
yeah.
them one time. So
Oh
Okay.
wow,
yeah, so that's just where it came from, and yeah,
Yeah,
that's dope.
I'm not super hip to the gospel scene. Wait, let me ask you something. Does Lecrae count as is he like an affiliate from gospel? Because that's the
yeah.
extent of gospel for me.
Yeah. So Lecrae has been around for a long time. I met him one time, but he actually was fully Christian rap before, but he was trying to do what he's
Mhm.
doing now, which he's doing a phenomenal job at it now. So the crazy
Yeah.
thing is Lecrae and the 75, my cousin, they have a single coming out. I don't know if I'm supposed to say this, but by the time this airs, it'll probably come out. But they have a single coming out
That's
soon.
dope.
And they're shooting the music video for that today, so that's gonna
Mm,
be dope.
Today.
So
Oh
yeah,
wow,
yes sir.
that is
fire.
dope.
Fire.
So, so do you feel like an obligation to? I know you said you grew up with like gospel music. Like, do you feel an obligation to maybe a few songs make some gospel related, or do you just kind of do your own thing, like completely?
Absolutely not. I mean, I'll never leave. I never leave from gospel. I'm a firm believer of Jesus Christ. So, but
That's dope.
I'm probably never gonna ever put out a gospel record of my own unless I'm like featuring on it because it's like,
Yeah.
you know, yeah,
I mean, hey, like, at the end of the day, like DMX had prayers in his
yeah,
album.
you
I
can
yeah.
feel like
That's
you c-
I
you
feel
can do
like
it you can do it creatively. Like there's
but
some
hey,
creative
yeah,
ways
yeah,
to incorporate it. Yeah.
yeah. But
you
I
know, I
would
think.
never. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh no, you go ahead. Go ahead.
Nah, yeah, I was just saying I would do that. I would always incorporate it, but you would never ever have a full track of me just giving, nah, that's not me.
You know what though? You know what though? It's funny because Mother's Day just passed recently,
Hmm.
and I saw you drop the song called what was it called?
Mom in a million,
Mother One in a
mom in
Million,
a
Mom in a
million, yeah,
Million.
yeah,
Yeah, I saw the video. That was dope. And
yeah, sir.
I saw your mom, I guess, sprinkled throughout just kind of your content, and I was like, I was thinking, man, like what? Because oh, by the way, the reason why I was thinking that was because the production and just the essence of that song has this gospel feel to me. Just me,
Absolutely,
like it has this feeling, and I'm like, but he
absolutely,
ain't talking about no guy. He's just appreciating his mother. So,
yeah,
like, how does your mother and your family, I guess, support impact you? Because I could see them being hands on. I don't know if that's the case, but that's what it looks like.
absolutely. So the crazy thing was, I was on the Steve Harvey show. I would say about 2 years ago or 3 years ago. Maybe no, I think it was 2 years ago. But
Mhm.
I had a segment with Steve, and the topic was making secular music, but my mother is an evangelist in church because that's what he wanted to talk about. So we talked about that, and it's on YouTube. It got a couple hundred, or it got 100,000 views or something like that. I don't know, but it's on there. And he was just talking about making music that is you know what should I say? Making music that lives on forever, that everyone can listen to. Which
Yeah.
I'm with that,
Timeless.
you know, yeah, timeless music. So I'm with that, you know, it's not too raunchy stuff because sometimes what I sing about, I make R&B, so it requires some certain elements that I talk about. But yeah, so with that being said, my mother and my father, my whole family, they're all 100% invested in my career, whatever route I choose. So, and that's a blessing. But
That's
yeah,
amazing.
she does get a little like jumpy when she hears me talk about certain stuff, you know, like certain things about other girls. But yeah, that then I'm in a Million song that was definitely that actually started off as I wrote that for her birthday. She was like, "Write me a song for my birthday," and I'm like, "Okay." So I'm in my apartment. I didn't even write this in my at my studio. I wrote it in my apartment, and literally she started. My mom's dramatic. She started crying, busting out tears,
Really?
started posting
Man,
it everywhere. She was
Yeah.
man.
like, "Yeah, like let's do this and make it a single." I'm like, "All right, like whatever. How can you say no?"
So now,
That's dope.
so
That is
now we
dope.
know. Now we know the song about your mother was backed and supported and leaked by your mother. She leaked it.
Absolutely. Leaked it. And
That is
it's on
dope.
Facebook. You know, all the older people, they on Facebook, all their church friends, they sharing it, talking about, I love your new song. It's not even mixed or nothing yet. I just threw it on there. I'm like, all right, bro.
That's
That's
dope. You know,
funny, man.
I always get jealous at people that's able to do that. Like they're like, "Oh yeah, you know, I just make you a song real quick." For me, the most I can do for my parents is fix their laptop. I'll be like, "Yo, you got your laptop got a virus? Hey, I'm an IT guy.
Uh,
I'll fix it."
Hey man, yes,
That's
sir.
dope. That's
Yes,
dope.
sir.
no,
So,
that's fine.
um, who are some of the people that you look at right now that kind of you draw inspiration from right now? Some of the artists.
Well, my biggest inspiration is Chris Brown.
Mm,
I don't necessarily want to be exactly like him, but I admire so many things that he does musically. Of
mm,
course, Chris does
mhm,
his own thing, but
mhm,
I love Michael Jackson in terms of
mm.
performing aspects. He's amazing. I love Brandy is one of my favorite
Oh,
singers.
Brandy is
She's
so slept on.
Wow.
She's so
absolutely,
slept on.
Yo, nobody
yeah,
She's
talks about
slept on.
Brandy, man. She's like the
She's a
forgotten
legend.
person in music, man. It's
absolutely,
crazy.
Brandy's a legend.
absolutely. And
1000%.
I take a lot of pride in singing, like executing vocals on my records. So
Mhm,
I do like the Jasmine Sullivans. I do like her.
mm,
I do like
mm.
Kaylani, but I do understand the element of giving good records, you know, giving catchy
Mm,
Yeah.
songs. So I try to
yeah.
Hmm.
incorporate both. But yeah, like Chris Brown, I would say is my biggest. I mean, I do like Beyonce too, but like, you know, I'm not gonna make no check up on the songs and nothing like she make. You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, so yeah, that's pretty much it. I do like Post Malone though too
Okay.
as well.
Post Malone. Okay.
All right. All
That's a
right.
that's a good list right
That's
there.
an amazing
I
list right
mean,
there. Yeah. Talented individuals all around,
Yes,
top
sir.
to bottom.
yeah,
Yes,
you
sir.
know what I like about Chris Brown a lot is that he gives like maximum effort on every
Absolutely.
single song that he hops on. I've heard him
Absolutely.
give maximum effort for like a Ron Brown song. I'm like, yo, Chris Brown, take it easy, brother.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. He does his thing. Yes, sir.
Facts. It's funny. It's funny you brought up a couple names that I can hear where you're coming from. When I was listening to your Turning Point album, and I think I caught the deluxe before I caught the original, so there were a little bit more songs. I listened straight through, and I could see some of the stuff you're talking about, like trying to make catchy songs here and there, but executing vocals. One of the songs that stood out to me, actually, there were three. There was Avenue, there's On My Way, and then there's Love You Better. To
Ah,
me,
wow.
that Love You Better on the deluxe, man. That was the one, man. Like that's the joint that's
Ah,
like it has the reach. It's
yes, sir.
catchy. It's kind of pop, but it's still R&B. It just
Hmm.
has all the different elements. So, what gave you that knack to execute vocals? Is that like an innate thing, or did you have to like work at that?
I definitely have to work at it. Man, like I was saying, bro. So I've grown up around so many good singers. Like
Mm,
the people I've grown up singing around are phenomenal. Like it is ridiculous. So I have had countless of times of them laughing at me because I can't sing, you know what I'm saying? And like Cause like, man, I kid you not, like I really couldn't sing because I was going through puberty around the times where they were already singing. So like I'm like through anytime I try to sing around them. But I'm grateful because they always made me sing. Like, you know what I'm doing. But they stopped when I got older, I like found my own lane and started
Yeah.
recording myself as an engineer because I mix all my music. And that helped me appreciate the fact of recording a good vocal and instead of like something just trash, like going there, okay, it's good enough, because I would record it so many times over and over again until I get it. So yeah.
You gotta. I could say this confidently. Like, you have a knack for melodies. Like, I'm listening to your runs on these different remixes that you've done, and I even wrote it out. Like, I listed them. I was like, damn, this guy's done a lot of remixes. You did the you did the You're Mine Still. You did the Girls Like Me. You did the Her.
Yeah.
Her Damage is one of my favorite Her songs ever.
Man,
I love that
song.
song. I literally love that song. Eric Bellinger, Only You. The Vizion, Heartbreak Anniversary, and then the Victoria. Bro, Victoria Monet as Like That. Fire.
Oh wow, yeah, bro.
Yo, look, here's the thing. I know a lot of people don't really give Victoria Monet her flowers too, man. Like, she's a phenomenal art. Like, bro, like that last album she put out, Jaguar. Oh my God.
Still listen to it, bro.
She's dope.
Still listen to it.
And she's one of those people that executes vocals and does everything that you're talking about, like to the highest level, man.
Absolutely.
She got swagger.
Absolutely, yeah. She is fire. I wonder why they don't give her the flowers she deserves. Maybe because she's a writer, because she writes for Ariana Grande
She
and
does,
all the other people. So maybe that's why. But her music is like unmatched.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It is crazy. I mean, I think when it comes to the women R&B, that is like one of the best particular genres right now. Like, you have the SZAs of the world, you have Her, which I think Her is going to go down as one of the greatest artists of all time. You have who else? You got Ari Lennox. It's a bunch. So that genre is really good, and it's dope that you do remixes for those people. That says a lot. That says a lot.
Them remixes is fire, man. I see the strategy that you got going on, man. It's working. Just put it like that.
So with the remixes, like, how do you make it your own? How do you? I know it's a song like for instance, how are you able to make Damage your own? Like, is there certain things that you do?
Yeah, well, I just go into my own closet and be like, hopefully she asked me to feature on this. So let me do what I would do if she ever asked me.
Oh, that's tight. That's smart. That's smart.
So,
that's smart.
Normally I just go in there and then that's what I picture. And it just makes sense somehow.
Okay. That's tight. All right. So
go ahead.
Now I was gonna say, like, how do you feel about so I mentioned the women R&B. I think that is a great is flourishing. I feel like the dudes R&B it needs some help, man. I'm not gonna lie. Like, you mentioned Chris Brown, Trey Songz. It's gotten to a point where Young Blue, right? We almost want to throw him in as R&B. Which I guess is he R&B? I feel like, you know what I mean? Like, he's like on the fence. He's on the fence type songs, but like I really do feel like. Do you think it's a thing where it's like they're not getting the appreciation? Because I think even Ty Dolla $ign, which he was kind of R&B.
It depends on the day with him.
Exactly.
So honestly, I feel like a name that we're not naming. He's phenomenal. Is Lucky Day. He is doing doing an amazing job. So I do feel like though the male R&B world is lacking. Because I don't know, I feel like R&B is finally shifting again. You know what I'm saying? It's like where a couple years ago anybody can make R&B music, you just throw them on there, they sing whatever. But now it's starting to get a little more complex. You know what I'm saying? So So that's why I feel like it's going to be perfect for me, because I take pride into finding new melodies and creating real music. So that's why I'm trying to push so hard to become, one of the heavy hitters in R&B. But so I feel like Lucky Day, honestly, right now, Lucky Day is probably the strongest male R&B artist to me, because Chris Brown hasn't put out any music as of lately, so I can't really.
Yeah, he has been playing the back too.
Yo,
I think
whoa,
Brent
Chris.
Brent Fayez is another one that I think
Oh
is
yeah,
amazing.
Fayez is definitely
Brent
dope.
Fayez is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I was about to say Chris Brown, bro. Chris Brown gave you 200 track albums. Like he gave you enough music to last for the next 10 years, bro.
What was it, like 65 songs on each album?
Bro, he done dropped so many songs. Like, how do we still want more music from Chris Brown? How?
Well, the thing is with that I mean, I don't know who on his team was doing that. He's my favorite artist, so I'm listening to all of it. But the regular consumer is not gonna listen to all 65 songs, bro. So like, just do a 15-track album, bro, and be great. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But
But
you
the
know
funny
what's
thing is,
Chris- but Chris Brown-
let me
Yeah.
say this real quick. The
Yeah, go
funny
ahead.
thing is, the album had like 78 songs, but
Right.
they was all fire.
They all
Like,
were.
how the hell are they
Every
all
last
fire?
one.
Like, how you not
All of
missing
them.
on every single one of them?
It's ridiculous.
Like, I'm not bored.
Yeah, literally. Yep.
That's
No, I'll be
dope.
honest, man. Chris Brown is a legend. He's goated. I don't really care what he does at this point. Go drop 80 songs. Fine. Go drop 2 songs. He can put out anything at this point, and I think we all have confidence that it's going to be great at a certain level. You know, he's already proven himself. So he's in that category. But I do want to ask you though, like, how do you decide, the style of releases that you put out? Like, how do you decide I want to put out an EP, or it's time for an album, or I just want to drop a single? Like, what gives you those types of indicators to release the type of music you put out? Because every artist is different. Some people have different strategies. Some people are like, oh, I only want to put out a single until I build momentum. Oh, I want to put out an album. Like, how do you decide?
Okay, so with me it's different. I don't strive to put out albums, but I do like I'm blessed to have a studio at home, so I can whenever. Well, I'm in college right now, so I'm not always there. But whenever like I'm at home for a long period of time, I can just go downstairs and make a song. So I can't even count how many songs I have. Like, and I have honestly right now, me and my partner, my boy, my best friend, we're dropping a joint album together soon. Um, but from that joint album, after that, I have like 2 more albums I can drop, like of music that are like that. I would be like, okay, like I'll put that out. So our first single is coming out on July 9th, I think. But that's kind of where that goes with me. So it's really just a game plan I do with my team and be like, okay, what's best for this? You know what I'm saying? What should we do? What's best song? So normally for every album I do, I try to put out 3 singles if it's an album. But I think I'm gonna do the album with my boy Mikhail and then do an EP. So that way I'll just put out 1 single for the EP and then let people get the EP by itself.
Okay.
Got you.
Dope. That's dope.
Got you, man. And also, like, even like, how do you decide who to collaborate with? I know you said you got a really good friend who also does music, but like, even on the last project you put out, I saw you had a song with Ralph Tresvant Jr. Like, that was super random.
Yeah.
Like, is that your guy? You talking about like New
Yeah.
Edition Ralph Tresvant? His son?
Yeah, so that's his son. Yeah, that's his son.
That's crazy.
Yep, that was crazy. I don't even remember how we met each other. But he's dope. He's a really great artist. My boy Tendai is also a feature on that album. But that was crazy. I don't even know how we came about each other. We met each other on Instagram. They created a group chat, and I was like, we just sending records because we all just make records. And then he wanted to hop on that one. I got him on that one. Honestly, for my features, it's big for me because I have never had a female feature yet. And I didn't notice that until people were telling me, like, when are you going to have a girl feature? And I'm like, I don't have a problem with it. I just haven't found the right one. You know what I'm saying? Like, so
Yeah.
I'm with it whenever it comes. I know a lot of phenomenal girl artists around me, so it'll happen.
You hear that, Coy Leroy? Let's get Coy Leroy on the song with you, man.
Oh, yeah.
Coy Leroy. She's on every song nowadays, but nah, I'm just playing. So with football, right? You're a football player and music. Are there similarities there with how you prepare for both? Like when it comes to like the competitiveness of football, is there like a same approach that you use when it comes to music?
Yeah, so with music, well, I want to be, people do music and just be like, I want to do music, and it kind of like doesn't sit with me well that anyone could wake up one day and be like, I want to be an artist, and I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah.
you're not even putting in the time for it, but
Yeah.
whatever, because it's it's
Yeah.
countless hours and days and nights. So with me being an artist, I want to be the best artist. Not that I can be, but I want to be the best artist ever. Like that's where I'm striving, like superstars,
Mm.
especially because my idols are Chris and Michael Jackson. So I like my work ethic
Mm.
is crazy. I never let it slip. So with that pertaining to sports, you gotta like everything is a competition in sports. Even though like you playing with your teammates, you trying to be the best one at that rep, best one on that drill, and be on the
Mm.
field. You know what I'm saying? So and
Mhm.
it's friendly competition, of course, but it's a grind. You got to win. Like the coach is gonna pick the best players. So
Mm.
that's how I transferred over to music. Is like, man, I'm trying to outwork anybody. Like I love. There's plenty of talented people that I know, especially from social media. That's the best thing that's
Mhm.
I take from social media. All the relationships I've gained. But
Mhm.
whenever they send me a song, I love it. I think it's nice. I'm like, but I can make it better. Literally.
See, I like that. I
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
That competitive nature, it's big. It's necessary. I
It's
think
important, man. It's
in
important.
this day and age. And to kind of follow up with a question, it's the music industry has changed. Like now you can make great
Hmm.
music, but then also the image matters. Also, like what you do on social media,
Hmm.
how you put that music out. How do you approach those other things like the outside, like the fame, the social media? Because I think you personally, I think you have it. Like I think you.
Oh, thank
They
you.
say Jacquees is the king of R&B. I can see you being the king of R&B if you
Yeah,
Bro,
keep that
that
competitive nature,
man, thank you.
bringing
Jazz
that real
begs to
R&B.
Jazz
But
begs to differ with that
yeah,
Jacquees King of R&B claim, doesn't he? Don't you?
but
Oh,
but like
absolutely.
how do you
Absolutely.
approach all those other
Absolutely.
things?
Yeah, so I mean, I'm never I never have achieved where I want to achieve anytime. So I'm always working on my image and
Mm,
preparing myself and for when I'm presenting myself to other people. So especially growing my social media, that's the biggest thing. So nowadays, if you got a big fan base on social media, labels will go with that person over the person who's really talented and singing with
yeah,
500
yeah,
followers, which is
yeah.
crazy,
It's
but
It's
unfortunate.
crazy.
that's just yeah, that's just what the world is today. So you got to just grind and do both and make it happen. So yeah, I definitely
Mm.
work on my image. That's why I feel like once I'm able to have both of them compete with each other hand in hand, I will be successful because yeah, like you said,
Mm.
like I do not give Jacquees that King of R&B title at all. But do your thing, my boy.
Hey, he's speaking into an
Ah,
exist. He's speaking into existence, right?
Yeah,
He's trying
no,
to.
nah,
He's doing his thing.
you got to talk that, man. And but
I like that.
I always say this about Jacquees, and I'll say this before I get off of him. Like I respect people who try to speak things into existence. I mean, look at
no
Lil
doubt.
Wayne. Lil Wayne talking about I was the best rapper alive. Nobody believed him when he said it. When he first said it on Carter One, people were like, "Huh?" And
But
you
he got
Yeah,
the
slowly
ears.
but surely saw the work ethic. You saw the
Yeah.
performances increase. You saw everything
hmm
about this man elevate, and then it was like, holy shit, maybe he was right. Same thing with Ti,
hmm
King of the South. Like, I'm cool with you
That
speaking
aura.
things
yeah,
into
Yeah.
existence. That's dope to me. But you gotta back it up, or else it's just talk to me.
absolutely.
It's just talk,
Yeah, and
and
I
and
don't
you
I don't
never want
think
to be the
Jacquees.
person who's just talking.
Yeah, yeah, and I don't think Jacquees has backed it up just yet.
Nope,
He makes great music. I don't think he
Mhm.
can
for sure.
sing that well, but he
Mm.
makes phenomenal music. He makes phenomenal
Yeah.
music.
Yeah.
For
But
sure, for
Yeah.
sure.
I love
Yeah.
Jacquees. I never knock any of his talent. He's
Hmm.
great. But
Hmm.
Nah, great,
absolutely, and
great.
Lil Wayne is my favorite rapper. Just throw that out there.
Oh,
There you
okay.
go. There you go.
See?
There you go. I always gotta tell people I got Carter 2 on the wall because that's when I realized that this man was he was next level. It was that project. But
Yes, sir.
going back though, man, like
Yes, sir.
playing football, being an artist, who are some of your favorite athlete turned musicians or vice versa? Because I got right now, Damian Lillard to me is doing. He's doing it at the highest level. I don't think I've seen a dude that good in basketball, but be that good at rapping. I'm not sure if I've seen that before.
Yeah.
So who are some of yours though?
Yeah.
And it don't got to be
So
rappers. It can be singers. It can be anybody.
Yeah. Yeah. So Dame is definitely my favorite. I met Dame. We played a game in San Francisco. One of our football games in San Francisco 2 years ago, I think. And I met Dame because we went to a Warriors game. And I was talking to him. We was just chilling. I took a picture of some on my page. And I DM'd him after, and he told me I could do a hook for him. We'll see when that happens. But you know, that he's really the only one that I admire, because everybody else is really garbage. Honestly, they are. I'll never forget when I heard LeBron and KD get on the song. I said, "This is ridiculous. It's crazy." Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, it's one of those things that's hard to do. We've seen everybody try it though. We've seen Kobe put out music. We've seen rest in peace to Kobe. We've seen Allen Iverson back in the day be a rapper. We've seen Shaq try to be a rapper. Had a dope ass song with Biggie. Let's be real. Shaq snapped on that.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Shaq is different.
Yeah. So I mean, it happens, but it's really I don't really see it too often. At least executed successfully. So yeah, man. I think Dame is dope. We shall see though if Dame actually lives up to his basketball potential. Because I want to see Dame win a chip. I really do, man.
I do too.
I want to see Dame win a chip because I think it's necessary for the culture, honestly.
Yeah, I think Dame will. I think this next season he will put in the work because he grind. He's a workaholic. I watch him all the time, so I think he can. He will.
I think so. Yo, what are some of your favorite spots to check out in? You said you go to Michigan State, but that's in Detroit, right? So what's the Detroit scene?
In Lansing.
Lansing. My bad. Sorry about that. So, but like in terms of that area,
I'm back and forth from Detroit.
Back and forth from where? Like where do you?
From Lansing.
Where'd you grow up?
And stuff. So I grew up in Belleville, Michigan. That's like 15, 20 minutes from Detroit.
Okay. All right. But what are some of your favorite spots to check out, like food wise? Like what is there to do out there?
Okay, so Detroit is a beautiful city. And like people, hear all the crazy stuff about Detroit, but downtown it's nice. So one of my favorite spots I just went to last week is called Bucharest. It's right downtown it's a chicken shawarma place. It's right downtown by Ford Field. In Lansing, I would say it's a spot out here. It's not very good. It's a lot of grease, so it's not very good on your body if you keep eating it. But it's called Conrad's, and I love that spot.
Okay,
but it's a lot of other spots. I can't remember the name of it, but one of my boys, Bangkok. It's called Bangkok 96. It's like a restaurant where it has multiple other restaurants. So it's kind of like a buffet, but it's not, it's more high class. So it has different restaurants inside there. So that was a good spot I checked out.
Okay. Yeah, because we gotta let our listeners know, man. If people are ever in Detroit, we gotta put them on. 'Cause shit, if we ever in Detroit, we want to check out some spots to go, food, entertainment wise.
Oh yeah, bro.
I do feel like Detroit gets a bad rap. I've never been, but I've only heard good things more recently about Detroit. Whether it's like housing, property wise, whether it's just the fact that it's like the weather, the environment, the culture is getting a little bit more involved. Also, the rap scene. Like I feel like Detroit rappers are finally starting to get national acclaim. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm starting to see that too. So that's dope.
Yep. Yes, sir.
That's dope. Yeah. So what's next for you, man? Like what you got going on, man? What's the next thing you got in the tuck? Movies, acting, more music, starting in college football. What's next, man?
Yeah, it's a lot, man. It's never ending. I try to always, be doing something. So like I said, I have a single coming out July 9th for my boy. After that, hopefully we had the 2 other singers coming out, trying to manage it with football. But hopefully I can start acting. We did in our music video, it drops the 9th as well. It's gonna drop with the single. We did a little
All right.
acting, we did a little skit in there. So hopefully that sparks off our acting careers. But
Oh man, you got to do it,
that's gonna be
man. You got to do
crazy.
it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But that's gonna be crazy. I'm trying to think when. So the album, I think about dropping the album like at the end of like in maybe December, because our group together is called Winter, WINTR, and it stands for Win Together. So everything we do, we win
Ooh.
together. So it would be dope to drop it in winter, the winter season. So yeah.
All right, man. Listen, man. I think R&B is perfect for winter. I'm gonna be honest with you. I like
Yes,
I
sir.
like listening to R&B in the fall, in the winter. You at the crib, you with the lady, whoever you got going on, right?
Yes,
But you're
sir.
not really going places. Like me personally, I feel like I don't want to hear R&B music like that in the summer when it's hot outside, when people
Right.
trying to be outside,
Right.
unless it got a nice, energetic bop. That's really the only time I want to hear it. It's interesting, man.
Yeah. So our album that we finna drop, it's like, so we'll never get away from, well, I'll never get away from my R&B aspects that I put on stuff. But it's like trap and B. That's like a genre that we made up. So it's kind of like what Young Blue and them are doing. But it's like, man, the reactions that we've been getting from people on Instagram are crazy. Like when we post little
Man.
snippets or we go live and play it. So it's a good summer feel, and I feel like it can carry over and merge into the fall because of the R&B in it.
Okay. I got you. Yeah, no, that makes perfect sense. I can see that too. I think trap and B has a lane. We all know trap is hella popular. R&B is on the rise. I'm really excited about R&B, man, especially these days. Like you threw a bunch of names out there. The women, they killing it right now. It's we actually didn't even say a couple names. You got Snow Allegra. It's just a bunch. There's too many to name. Actually, Summer Walker. There's too many.
Yeah, too many, honestly. Because women are killing it right now, bro. Killing it.
I agree, man. So, all right, man, that's dope. My guy Quincy, he's having some technical difficulties, but we I'm sure he'll watch this when we play this back. But
yeah,
Jahz, I appreciate you, pulling up. Like I said, short notice, man. This has been really dope. I'm really paying attention to what you're doing, man, because I think you got a nice little wave going on, and I see things going up for you, man. So I wish you all the best, man. Yeah.
Thank you, man. I'm honored to be here, bro. Absolutely.
Thank you, man. All right, bro. We shall talk very soon, but this is Jahz. This is Who Got Next, Ill-Advised Wise Guys podcast. We out.
Yes, sir.